And I'm sure this early writing work would have developed the skills of all the Brontes. But while Charlotte and Anne drew on their adult experiences to produce their later masterpieces, their sister never abandoned the stories she wrote as a child.
For Emily, the fantasy world that she created in Gondol was used later as the basis for the only novel that she ever published, Wuthering Heights. But whereas the imaginary world was set in tropical climates, she set this in a landscape that she knew very well, the wild moors that lay at the back of the home that she lived in since she was a toddler.
I'm retracing the route that Emily would have followed across her beloved moors to the location said to have inspired Wuthering Heights, the bleak, remote farmhouse where Heathcliff makes his home. This is Emily's opening description of that brutal, windswept landscape.
Pure, bracing ventilation they must have up there at all times. Indeed, one may guess the power of the north wind blowing over the edge by the excessive slant of the few stunted firs at the end of the house, and by the range of gaunt thorns, all stretching their limbs one way, as if craving alms of the sun.
Cathy's undying obsession with the cruel Heathcliff is mirrored by her love of this untamed wilderness. And I'm sure the author's own passion for the landscape can be heard in Cathy's almost blasphemous hymn to the moors.
If I were in heaven, I should be extremely miserable. I dreamt I was there once. Heaven did not seem to be my home, and I broke my heart with weeping to come back to earth, and the angels were so angry that they flung me out in the middle of the heath on the top of Wuthering Heights, where I woke sobbing for joy.